What if the hardest part of buying in Teller County is not the house at all, but choosing the mountain town that fits your life after the keys are in your hand? I'm James Dean with the James Mountain Homes team, and we are your local mountain and Colorado Springs real estate experts. We absolutely love answering your questions about the area. So if you're buying, selling, or just curious about the Pikes Peak region, reach out. You can call or text us at 719-266-2725 or email us at info@jdmurrayt.net. Check the link below for our two free resources, the Pikes Peak Relocation Guide and the Buy Local Guide. You can also head to jdmountainhome.com to start your home search and hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss our next update. If you're looking at mountain living west of Colorado Springs, there is really a good chance these two names keep coming up over and over again, Divide and Woodland Park. And on paper, they can seem pretty similar. They're both in Teller County, both surrounded by incredible scenery, both connected by Highway 24, and both give you a mountain town alternative to living down in the city. But when you actually spend time in them, they do not feel the same, not even close. So in this video, I want to walk you through how I explain the difference to buyers. Not from a brochure standpoint, but from a real life day-to-day standpoint. Because usually the right choice comes down to one question. Do you want mountain living with more convenience or mountain living with more breathing room? Let's start with Woodland Park. Woodland Park is more built out, more established town center option. Visit Colorado Springs literally calls it the city above the clouds, and it describes Woodland Park as a charming mountain town west of Colorado Springs off Highway 24. That description matters because Woodland Park really does function like a town where more of your daily needs are clustered together. You have more restaurants, more shopping, more services, more places to shop on the way home, and more of that feeling that you're living in a community hub instead of just near one. If you're the kind of person who wants to be in the mountains but still wants an easier grocery run, an easier coffee stop, easier access to schools, medical services, or just more options packed into one area, Woodland Park is usually where your search starts. And that doesn't mean it feels urban. It absolutely does not. According to the city listing on Visit Colorado Springs, Woodland Park is surrounded by unspoiled wilderness and nestled among 1 million acres of Pikes Peak National Forest. So you still get the mountain setting. You still get the cooler temperatures. You still get the scenery. You're just pairing all of that with a more connected everyday routine. Now let's talk about Divide. Divide is where buyers often go when they want the mountain lifestyle to feel quieter, looser, and more spread out. The Visit Colorado Springs, Woodland Park, and Divide page groups the area together. But once you're driving it, Divide clearly leans more rural. It is less about a concentrated town center lifestyle and more about space, privacy, and access to the outdoors. If Woodland Park feels like a practical mountain town, Divide often feels like the unplugged version. And for a lot of buyers, that is exactly the goal. They want a little more land. They want fewer neighbors right on top of them. They want the drive home to feel more scenic and less suburban. They want to be closer to places like Mueller State Park and all the recreation that comes with this part of the county. Divide can be a great fit if your dream is not just, I want to live in the mountains, but more specifically, I want my home to feel tucked into the mountains. The real difference is everyday rhythm. This is the part buyers sometimes miss. They compare these towns by price point, lot size, or commute time only. But the bigger difference is rhythm. In Woodland Park, your day may feel more efficient. More things are close together. You may feel more plugged into local activity. It is easier for many buyers to imagine a routine there right away. In Divide, the reward is often the atmosphere. It can feel calmer, more spacious, and more removed from the busier flow of daily errands. But that also means you need to be honest about what kind of convenience you're willing to trade for that feeling. For some people, a longer drive between stops is no big deal. In fact, they prefer it. For others, it wears on them over time, especially in winter, or if they're used to having more services just a few minutes away. That is why I always tell buyers, do not just tour homes. Test the routine. Drive to the grocery store. Drive to your favorite kind of coffee shop. Drive to school drop-off. Drive back after dark. Drive it on a snowy day if you can. The house may look great online, but your routine is what will tell you whether Divide or Woodland Park is the better fit. Who tends to like Woodland Park more? Well, Woodland Park often fits buyers who want a stronger in-town feel, easier access to shopping, dining, and services, mountain scenery without feeling too isolated, and a home base that feels a little more connected and convenient. This can be especially attractive for relocators, second home buyers who still want some simplicity, and anyone who knows they do not want to be far removed from daily essentials. Who tends to like Divide more? Well, Divide often fits buyers who want more privacy, more rural character, a quieter feel, easier access to outdoor recreation, and a less built-up setting. It is usually a stronger match for buyers who picture mountain living as something that should be a little more hidden, a little more spacious, and a little less structured. So which one is better? Honestly, neither one is better across the board. They're just better for different personalities and priorities. If you want convenience, community access, and more centralized daily routine, Woodland Park may be a better fit. If you want quiet, space, and a stronger sense of retreat, Divide may be the better fit. And if you're torn between the two, that is actually normal. A lot of buyers are. The key is figuring out what you want your life to feel like on a random Tuesday, not just a beautiful Saturday showing. Because that is where the right answer usually shows up. Before we go, I just want to say that if you have any questions about buying or selling or really anything about the Pikes Peak region, please don't hesitate to reach out to my team and I. You can call us or text at 719-266-275, or you can email us at info@jennymaryt.net. And don't forget, we also have 2 free resources for you that you can click below: the Pikes Peak Relocation Guide and the Buy Local Guide. Plus, don't forget to also check out our website at www.jdmountainhome.com, where both of these free resources are, as well as a ton of information about our area and a place you can start a search for homes here. Lastly, make sure you hit that subscription button and notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. I'll see you guys next time.